Hi everyone, welcome to the Big Skinny. I wish I was referring to myself, but alas I'm not. I'm referring to our next case study, the Big Skinny Wallet, and their efforts to find the right formula of online marketing techniques to become profitable. I'm hoping by now that you've at least perused the case a little bit and are somewhat familiar, because one of the things that was pointed out is that a demonstration is one of the key elements to selling a Big Skinny. Now, that's okay at the street fairs and in other places where the owner could do personal selling techniques, but if he wants those big sales, he's already realized he's got to go online. So, how do you replicate the live demonstration online? That's going to be one of the keys to this, and which of those media opportunities will allow a customer to get to a demonstration fairly quickly. So, the reason I picked this case is not just because the name was compelling and I was doing some wishful thinking, but it was also because I have a great need for a new wallet. My overstuffed wallet and lack of organization to it has been one of the big problems between my husband and I, who's an incredibly organized Dutch guy, and I'm surprised he hasn't divorced me by now because he is so frustrated with my wallet situation. So I'm on a constant search. We're in our 25th year marriage now, and I'm on my constant search to look for a new wallet that will solve this problem for me, if it's even possible. So, after reading the case, I went to the website, the Big Skinny website, and actually ordered one. And this is the one that I ordered. I got it in red just so I could find it quickly. Right now it is totally empty. And it contains a change purse on this side. And since I just bought the new iPhone 5, one of my other issues was finding a phone carrier that would hold it. And so fortunately, this one has got a phone carrier. This is elastic, so it'll expand to accommodate the new iPhone 5. If you open it up, it has several pockets, including a window one, and then a place for bills. So that's what the empty product looks like. It has a snap here that, when empty, automatically closes. There's like a magnet on the inside, I guess, and if you just close it, it's supposed to just sort of lock into place. Same thing with this outer snap here. I'm trying to make sure I get this in the frame. This snap here will just automatically close. It is pretty thin. Here's my current wallet. So if we put them side by side, this one's empty, don't forget, and this one is totally full. So let's see if we can reverse that situation with this Big Skinny. First of all, let's put the iPhone 5 in. Alright, that's pretty great, but as you'll see, one of the things I lost was the ability to have that magnet automatically snap, so I've got to, fortunately it's elasticized, so I can just pull it down and now I've got my phone in there without too much trouble. So then let's look at the bills. I happen to have a lot of ones in my life just because I make so many small transactions. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 paper currencies here. Let's see if they fit. Most of them are ones, I'm afraid. Well, as you can see, that's not as easy as I'd like it to be. Alright, they're sort of in there. What I'm finding is that this distance from here to there is just exactly the size of a bill, so if you put several together, it appears that that bulk isn't quite as accurate. But what it does do is, because it fits so well, is you probably don't have to worry about them falling out either. Alright, so that's the bills. Now let's look at credit cards, etc. And I'm the kind where I only use one credit card, but I like to have extras laying around just in case for some reason that particular card is rejected. And I've got an insurance card, and there's another credit card, and another credit card. My handy dandy Metro Rail pass here in Minneapolis. I'll put that with my insurance card. My health club card, which I use at least 3 to 4 times a week. I want this handy, so let me put that in the window pocket so I always know where it is. Another credit card, another couple insurance cards, and a prescription card. So altogether I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things in here right now. And then let me put my driver's license in the pocket along with my gym membership. So, you know, if I'm stopped by the cops, I can immediately find my driver's license. That's really important, especially here in Minneapolis, where they tend to stop you for a lot of stuff. So, all right, so that's all my cards. Now, what about my change? Well, you know, when you make a bunch of small transactions like I do, you generally end up with a bunch of change, too. I try not to. Change generally is something that I will end up throwing in a bucket or something, but let's just put in, oh, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quarters, just so that we have something. And I'll put that here in the side coin pocket. Alright, so this is a pretty normal load for me, and probably used for most women. And the first thing I notice, make sure you guys can see it here, first thing I notice is that this thing doesn't automatically reach and shut tight. It takes a little bit more finessing to get it closed. The other thing a friend of mine noticed is that it appears that all the credit cards are showing from the top. Now, as advertised, I'm pretty sure they're not going to fall out on their own, but as a friend pointed out to me, it might not be that hard for a thief or somebody to come up and grab one and scooch off. So this to me would be a full wallet. Let's just compare it sort of briefly with my old one. And this is my old one empty. Whoa, sorry. So I would say that even though the Big Skinny looks bigger here, you got to remember this one's totally empty at this point. This is a Vera Bradley, by the way. So it does hold as much thinner. Now the other issue for me though is that I don't like to carry a purse. This is all I carry. And so you'll notice the Vera Bradley has got a strap, which, you know, if I'm in like the grocery store or something, I'll put the strap through my hand and carry my wallet like this, so I don't have to worry about it being lifted off the shopping basket. And the other thing I like to do is I like to carry my car key on it. Over the last couple of months I've made sure my house is totally automated, so I don't need any kind of house keys to get in anymore. But I do need this car key. So now if you look at this, the question for me is, where do I put the car key? Well, there is in fact a little bitty thing here, a little bitty circle where the zipper thing goes. And if I struggle really hard, I can in fact get my key on there. And I've done this. See this little thing here? I'm not going to do it now because it actually will probably take me a few minutes, and I don't want to devote that kind of time on this video. So when I had the key on there, here was the problem. I take the key, I'd be grabbing it from here, I go to start the car, the zipper would unzip, so I'd be, you know, putting it in there, and now I have a totally open coin purse, and so then what was happening is all the coins were falling out. So, based on those couple things, one, that I'm not totally trusting it because I in fact have got to go through the effort of making sure this is locked, it doesn't happen as automatic as I would like it to, and the fact that I can't really secure it and put my key on it, I'm actually going back to my Vera Bradley, which was a Christmas present from my daughter, which is another reason I want to use it, because I want her to see me use it, as all you parents out there will understand. So that's my experience with the Big Skinny. It does do as it promises, but from this consumer's point of view, there's a couple other functions that I needed to do that the wallet didn't do. So I'm going to switch back to my Vera Bradley and put this one in storage, maybe to bring it out again another day. My experience is not typical. I would probably say that the things that the Big Skinny promised did in fact occur, and if you don't overstuff it, I think the technology of the magnet probably works as advertised. It's just that I had these other unique needs, so that probably makes me untypical. But yet, you know, Vera Bradley thought about it. They thought about the wrist strap and the potential to hang stuff from it. So hopefully Big Skinny, which is run by a guy, I understand, hopefully he's got some females on his creative team and they will come to look at the product more from a female point of view. For a man carrying a big skinny in his pants, probably none of these problems that I have encountered would be an issue. So that's what I know about big skinny. And I also know that this kind of demonstration, even though it's a fairly low risk purchase, I think it's what, $25 to $30, even though it's that low of a risk financially, there's a lot at risk, mainly security and something that you use every day that you don't want it bugging you, if there's some, product problem with it. So it's a low risk financially, but kind of high risk in other areas. So when you look for a wallet, you probably do a little bit more shopping than you realize. That's why the demonstration online is so important, because one of the things that online marketing is not so good at is demonstration. Even a 2D demonstration like I just did, and the ones they have on their website aren't as good as being at that street fair and having him demonstrate it to you in person. So that's one of the big things that has to be overcome. I'm not sure that's what you're going to be worrying about in this particular case. What you're mainly going to be doing here is designing an online marketing plan with of those 7 tools that the case discusses. Which of those 7 and in what combination are the ones that are going to sell the most wallets for the least amount of money. Don't be overwhelmed by the numbers. We're going to take them one by one in the conference area, the advantages and disadvantages of each, and the relative cost of each, and so you should have what you need to prepare this media plan at the end of the 2-week period. So that's it for now. I hope this helps. As always, I'm encouraging you to read and participate in those conferences. This is what replaces our classroom discussion, and that's where we're going to get ideas from each other, where light bulbs are going to go off over our head, where we can contribute, and et cetera, et cetera. I know I'm sounding like a broken record. I apologize, but they're just that important in this capstone course. So I'll see you in conference. Bye.